Yeah, so Abhinav, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I am Gunjan, and thank you so much for joining us today. It's really great to have you here, and we are very excited to hear your story. So, to begin, could you please introduce yourself and tell our community a little bit about your trading journey?
Yeah. First of all, thanks to Funded Firm for inviting me here. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Yeah.
Basically, I am a chartered accountant by profession. I have an office in India,
Okay.
and I just started my trading journey 5 years ago. And I use my techniques, which is suitable for me, which is a simple Heiken-Ashi candlestick patterns, and
Okay.
I follow price action. So I just learned about Funded Firm from a friend of mine, and I started using the platform, and my journey has been quite of a roller coaster one because I have taken accounts, I have breached rules, and this journey has really helped me because this is the only part where I have learned how to maintain discipline.
That's really glad to hear that via funded firm you have learned how to be disciplined. And of course, you are CA by profession, so discipline must be there itself, like since the start of the journey. Because I know, like in my family members, yeah, in my family also, people are pursuing CA, like two of my cousins. So I know how tough
Oh,
it
great.
is. So you have been trading when you became a CA or while you were still studying?
No, I developed interest in my markets when before my CA finals, but I was not trading back then. So I started my trading FNO journey after I became CA.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because it must have been tough, studying also and then having that headache of trading. So, would you
No,
agree with
actually,
that?
no, yeah, actually, I absolutely agree. But honestly speaking, I did not know anything about trading when I was in my CA finals. I only learned about it after becoming a CA.
Okay. So, let's go back to the beginning. So, before you became a trader, what you were doing, like as you said that you were pursuing CA. So, were you like just studying or also doing a 9 to 5 job?
No, actually, while we are studying, so I was not doing any job of a kind. We had to do an articleship of 3 years.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is what I was doing. I was doing my articleship in my office, and then I became a chartered accountant in 2019.
Mhm.
And I was, I think, at the age of 21. So I was one of the youngest CAs. Uh, and After that, I was just managing my office, doing the CA office compliances work and working with finance. And that's how, there was this COVID boom, which came up. And that is how I got my interest in markets.
Oh, that's great. And like, could you tell us, as you said that your friend introduced you to funded firm. So, which
Yeah.
funded firm account are you currently trading with, and how long did it take you to complete the challenge?
You mean the account that I'm operating right now, the real one?
Yes, yes, the current one and the previous ones as well.
I think I'll just share you a journey of mine. So 6 months ago, I had taken two-step account, and I had cleared it. I think it was before Diwali, I guess.
Okay.
And I cleared the account. I got a real one as well. And one day I was trading at a profit of around $8,500, and I even realized it. But then some greed took over, and then I traded some took 2, 3 trades, and then my profit was reduced to around 3,500. And the next day, because of over trading, I came into a negative figure. And after that, then, and as I said, like the discipline part is the only thing which has helped me a lot, and that has helped me through this funded firm only. So that real account from $8,500 in profit, I went to losing that account for breaching the maximum loss limit. And that is how it humbled me, that it is not something like a magic wand that it goes into my ego. And then after that, I went back to study my techniques, where I had to tweak in some few things and learn a lot about how this market is behaving. And then I think in last month, I applied for the two-step account. I cleared it. And
Okay.
then I think this has been 1 month since I'm operating the real account, and I think it took me 4 or 5 days to clear the two-step account.
That's great. People takes month to clear their challenges, but yeah, yeah. So, and which strategy do you use mostly?
Um, I use the Heikin-Ashi candlestick pattern. So
Okay.
that is the only thing which I use, along with price action for support and resistances.
Oh, sounds great. Yeah. So yeah, like now let's talk about your daily trading routine. How does a typical trading day look for you? Like when you wake up, you open charts or just do your job like CA work?
No, no, I am not doing my any CA job right now. So
Oh,
yeah, so
you're
so
trading full
I'm
time.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, glad.
In Indian markets also, and this funded some also. And I am also into AI, and I'm building some AI applications also.
That's great. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically my entire day is just like when I wake up. So the first thing that any trader would relate to is just opening up the trading view and just seeing what is going on.
Even before the coffee, right? Morning coffee. Yeah.
That is, as soon as I wake up, I get up and see trading view. So that is the addiction of trading.
Yeah. How many Panditpum accounts do you have in total?
I think I have two
You have
accounts.
the current open
Yeah,
for,
yeah, yeah.
right? That's great. And have you like heard about trading psychology that really plays a huge role in long-term success? So you must have heard that every trader has certain habits or emotions that they need to improve. Like for example, some do the revenge trading, some do over trading. So what are some psychological trading challenges or weakness that you have noticed in yourself, and how did you overcome it?
Okay. So the trading psychology, which you have mentioned, I think that is the most important role before anything that comes up for traders, like because you can have any technique that you want. It can be back tested in how
Right.
many years, and it can be the best strategy in the world. But the only thing is, if you are not applying your emotions correctly, so you will
Yeah.
end up blowing your account. This is what I also experienced when I told you 6 months ago. I had a profit of 8,500 and I ended up blowing up that account to the hitting the maximum loss rule.
Yeah.
So that is what it plays an important role where you just have to accept that the market is supreme. That is the, I guess, only thing which helps any trader, where you just have to accept that it is what it is, and then maybe when there are good days, you feel like you are the most intelligent person in the world, because it feels like when whatever trades that you are taking, and it has ended up being on the green side of the table, so it feels very nice. But the real question starts when the trades turn into the red side, and that is the moment where you have to just keep it to yourself, and you have to just trust yourself. And when you know that your technique is good, so you just have to go back. You have to take a trade journal. You have to sit back. You have to, yeah, you have to think about what the trade. What this is what I did. I went back. I took over all the trades, and literally I opened up my trading view, and then I just marked all the levels where I took an entry, whether my system was saying that yes, it is an entry or not, and whenever I took an exit, so whether my system said it is an exit or not. And that
Yeah.
is how it has helped me.
So, do you use the map for trading journalizing or like just copy pen you use?
No, actually, I have developed an application myself for
Oh,
recording
it's
the
great.
trade journals.
We would want to hear more about that, like which app that is.
No, no, I have developed it myself. So as I said, ki I have learned AI. So with this AI and vibe coding, so I have made an application myself.
That's such a big deal. That's nice, yeah.
I
So,
also have an algo, but I don't think it is applicable on this funded firm. But yeah, I do use an algo which I run on Indian markets as well.
okay. So you yourself use it, or you like you give it to your friends as well?
No, 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 no. I use it myself.
Oh, okay. So nobody else can use that, right?
No.
Okay. All right. So really great so far to hear from you. So now we would love to understand your process by looking at your trades. So would that be possible if you could open your funded firm dashboard and walk us through the trade,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
what you
of course.
saw, why you entered, and how you managed it?
Yeah, surely. No problem. So there is one thing which I wanted to tell everyone, and it says, as you can see here in this calendar part, so you can see I have not traded every day. So
Oh,
this is the rule that I have been following, and that is what it has helped me. You can see that in the entire month of May, so I have traded on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 days I have traded, and that is how I was able to keep my account growing. So I think this is one thing which everyone can learn, that not every day is a day that you have to trade.
exactly.
Of course I watch the levels every day, but it is not that I trade every day. So
Yeah,
it is just something like whenever I woke up. So I just see whether I trade only in one instrument, by the way, only in gold,
okay.
XAU USD. I don't trade in any other instrument, because I believe that if you are trading only in one instrument, so you know that instrument better than anything else, and that
Exactly.
helps you.
Yeah.
And
So,
even in the month of June, I have traded very few, took a very few trades. I think this is uh, the trades which I have taken.
and how do you find Pandit Firm rules?
I find it actually very relaxing, compared
Okay.
to the other rule, because I think where you have Wondered Firm actually provides very much flexibility in trading, because there was one rule which I loved it the most is you take your own time. There is no compulsion as you have to trade on
Yeah.
only in this time. You're not allowed to trade on these
Mhm.
times, and there are restrictions on how you trade. So I think this is one thing which I love about funded firms.
And how about support system? How do you find that?
Yeah, actually, the support system is very nice, because when my first payout was about to come, I was not knowing about exactly the process. So I was continuously pinging the support staff exactly how it is to be done. But they were very polite, very um,
Yeah.
cooperative, and the response time is also very nice.
Yeah. Glad to hear that. So, and how do you handle your drawdowns?
Like as I said, so I maintain a risk reward system. So whenever I am having any negative days, so I have a particular threshold. Like for example, if I am having my threshold at suppose $1,000, and even if I take two trades, three trades, any
Mm.
trade which I am having, so if I am at a drawdown of suppose $1,000, so I just quit trading that day. So I just close everything, and I don't trade on that day. I just go to sleep. Next day, fresh start, and
Yeah.
then that is how I manage my drawdowns and my risk. And
That's
I
great.
actually maintain at least a risk reward of 1:3. So as you can see here, my average loss is around 107, but my average win is around 356. That is
Yeah.
how you maintain the risk reward ratio.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so throughout your trading journey, like what has been the biggest lesson that you have learned, and how has this been useful in your personal life journey?
And so the biggest lesson that I learned was never to have an ego when you are trading in markets. Look, I mean, I'm repeating it again, but this was the time which I wanted to highlight, which every trader must have gone through, where I was at a big profit and I turned it into a loss, and I ended up blowing up that account. So I think that was the moment where I just realized, you cannot be this way. And
Yeah.
that is the only thing which has helped me go back to my system, reevaluating them, because before that I was just thinking that the thing that I'm doing is something which is great and it will yield me fruits anytime. So I
Yeah.
just compare trading with cricket sport. So it
Yeah.
levels you in a way you cannot imagine. So in one day you may be the man of the match, but in the next match you can get out on zero. So
True.
that is how trading works.
Yeah. And since you are a CA, so would you ever like go back to your or like start working a 9 to 5 corporate job, or you stick to trading for a longer time?
I think you know the answer before I answer
Of
it.
course, I know, but there is this thing in people's mind that trading is volatile. It's very dynamic. So, and job gives you a secured income monthly. So,
Yes, that is true. I mean, that is
mhm.
something very true. So, what I
Yeah,
have done is I have completed my education and my degree first. So, I think that is the security that I always have.
yeah,
So, I mean, this would be my advice to any person that thinks, so complete the education first before entering into this trading activity. That is the one thing that you can do. And if you are into trading, so you are into trading 100%. I mean, there is no such thing as part-time trading. So
Mm.
you are just taking a trade and then you are doing your work at any job you are. So that is not going to help in the longer period of time, because that I
Yeah,
have also gone through that for the
yeah.
part-time trading. So I will never go back. I won't be able to go back because it is such a thing. When you enter, there is no exit.
Yeah, this is very rarely like I have heard from the people. I've spoken to so many people. So, people are either studying and still working and doing their 9 to 5 job. But like it's very first time that I have heard that, someone's doing trading full time and would want to continue the same way. So, yeah. And is
There
there
is
anything?
no
Yeah, is
there
there
is no
anything?
such.
Yeah, please
Please.
continue.
No, no, I was just saying that there is no such flexibility that trading gives you. I mean, there is
Yeah.
no other thing in the world which gives you the kind of freedom that this does.
So freedom is the most required asset that people are looking for nowadays.
Correct, correct.
So, is there anything that you would want to give us, like the feedback?
I mean, as a feedback, actually, practically, I don't have any, because whatever concerns that I had, so in the previous account that I had, previous firms that I have been through, so I think whatever I have compared with also, so I think this is I mean, the good platform. I mean, I can say the one of the best platforms where
Yeah,
you can trade. So I don't think I have any suggestions yet. But I'll just say one thing on a very lighter note: don't complicate the rules so much because those are very simple right now.
we hear you. We hear you. Yeah. So, yeah, finally, like, for all traders who would be watching us and who are working towards getting funded with funded firm, of course. So, what advice would you give them based on your own experience?
The one thing that I would say is if someone is coming from a background of Indian markets, so I think when you come to funded firm, so this thing is very much leveraged.
Yeah,
So you get a leverage of 1:100. So it takes a little bit of time to get used to such kind of leverage, because it took me
yeah,
also a little while to get used to that leverage and that kind of risk.
mm,
And I'll just say this one thing, that you have got to be very perfect in maintaining your risk and reward. Because if you get it wrong one time and you
mm,
have a quantity that you cannot manage, so you'll end up blowing up the account
yeah,
unnecessarily. So I think the simple thing would be to trade in very small quantities so that you can maintain the risk reward in a better way.
yeah. Understood, understood. Yeah, so thank you so much, Abhinav, for sharing your journey with us. And I'm sure the experience, lessons, and insights will inspire many traders who are working towards their own goals. And we truly appreciate you being part of Funded Firm community and wish you continued success in your trading journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
Thanks
you,
for
Gunjan. You
joining.
were a lovely host. Thank you.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.